In my in my retirement, I decided to cure autism. Why not? I have the time. How hard can it be? It is a made-up condition. There are no medical tests. I either cured or lost my symptoms. Why can't others? I already explained why eye contact is bullshit. How anyone who cares or monitors another person's eye contact is a cunt. Next is difficulty in social situations. Next symptom or trait or condition. Using my theory that a person who either lives on his own or doesn't give a shit what society thinks cannot have difficulty in social situations, as they are being 100% of themselves in that situation. Assuming they even want to be there, which, if they are still under control of their parents, they're probably being forced to go as part of the family. Adults can eliminate that trait in a second if they live independently. Furthermore, who gives a fuck? What are most social gatherings? Groups of people with some common interest, but primarily making small talk for a few hours? How many times have you had a long, meaningful conversation at a social event? Some people enjoy those situations. They like small talk, enjoy telling the same short story over and over again all night long. I don't. Doesn't make me more or less autistic. Remove this as a trait. Next, difficulty in understanding nonverbal communication, which is why I'm doing this on video so you can see all my nonverbal communication. Can't see my face, but too bad. You can still see that. There, I'll do it in front of my jacket. So it's nice and clear. Oh, it's pretty clear too. So is that enough nonverbal communication for everyone? For every normal person out there? Does that give you the information you need? Clearly this one pisses me off. How much, I'm not sure. Regular amount of stupid. Who are the group of professionals who decided this is a problem? Give me their names. I want to find out why they could be this ignorant. If anything, autistics have pointed out an issue in our current communication methods. All nonverbal communication is open for miscommunication by everyone, not just autistics. Did I mean this or not? Do you know or not? Nonverbal leads to miscommunication. Be clear, that's not really nonverbal, that's pretty fucking clear. Why don't the pros, the psychologists, psychiatrists, therapists, encourage clear, open, honest communication? No, that would be too logical. Instead, let's create multiple nonverbal methods and expect everyone in the world to read our minds so we don't have to speak 2 extra words. Lazy cunts. Look, I get it. I'm exaggerating, but so is anyone who believes this is a medical condition causing these symptoms. It's not a chromosome, it's not a blood defect, it's not a gene, it's nothing they can find medically. Not to mention, how much of this world is face-to-face these days anyway? It's not a symptom, it's a preference for clear communication. Although to be fair, I read my words out loud so the reader can hear the tone of my voice, non-verbally. It saves me writing more words, and I'm lazy. However, I do this purposely, also because I'm telling a story and expressing my opinion. The tone saves me words. The difference on why this is not a symptom of any medical condition is, I don't give a shit if you don't understand my tone. That is your problem, not mine. Your problem does not equate to a symptom in a medical diagnosis. Your opinion doesn't equate to a symptom in a medical diagnosis. Your feelings do not equate to a symptom in my medical diagnosis. In fact, the only time you should blame another for your medical condition is pregnancy. And then only half the blame unless your partner lied about birth control. Then whoever lied is fully to blame. Next symptom, trait, whatever. Restricted or repetitive behaviors. You'll see this symptom in the OCD list of problems that psychologists have determined are incorrect behavior. Once again, the individual is alone. If the individual is alone, who does this affect? I check my electrical outlets 3 times before I leave my house. Who cares? If this action bothers my partner, is it her responsibility or mine? And if it bothers her, I have a choice. I can further explain why I do it, or she can just understand. Although any person who would complain about an action that takes 5 seconds is probably not the one for me. Again, I get it. Little Johnny rocks when he watches TV. Maybe the motion bothers you. Maybe you're worried it's something more. Something's wrong. But chances are it's nothing but a comfortable motion for Johnny, and who cares? But it is embarrassing in public for the family if Johnny acts this way. Unacceptable according to psychology. If this is a symptom, it means it's unacceptable. According to psychology, it's not normal, it's abnormal, and it should be corrected or fixed. Or if it's autism, just say nothing we can do about it. Comforting yourself is a symptom of a medical condition? How? Yet, not a single psychologist disagrees with this or any trait or any autism trait. They can't. Dissension is not allowed in the DSM-5. Left alone, Johnny is fine. He may grow out of it, or he may not. Who cares? 2 choices. Leave him alone and let it become part of his personality, or beat the crap out of him until he's too scared to ever rock again. Is that the recommendation of doctors, psychologists, professionals? They sure didn't discourage beating kids in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and into the 80s, before those kids started having kids of their own and raising them without corporal punishment. What is the condition in the DSM-5 for parents who believe hitting their children is a perfect method to raise them? Is there one? Where's the apology from all the psychologists and therapists who told parents, it's okay, give them a little whack, get them in line? Bottom line, if you're autistic, friend or family member embarrasses you, it's your problem, not theirs. Dump them as a friend if you can't handle it. Next symptom. Intense focus. How is this anything but a superpower? Either others are jealous or they want to spend more time with the individual, but they are not. But that individual isn't interested because they are busy doing what they love with intense focus. How is this a symptom of a medical condition or a mental condition or anything? It's not. Remove friends and family and poof, another symptom gone. The only person complaining about the intense focus is the friends and family, not the person with autism. Unless, of course, I'm wrong. My theory is wrong, which I doubt. Wait, let me guess. Overconfidence is a symptom too? Better get that added to the DSM-5. Again, these are behaviors that disrupt the smooth flow of the family, and the parents want it to stop or change. Good luck, Mom or Dad. I believe it's their personality, and the only person that can change it, or only person that can change someone's personality, is the person themselves. If they choose to. Their choice. Next, sensitivity to sensory stimuli. Finally, a symptom that could be tested medically. What do the psychologists do? Do they test the patient to see the degree of sensitivity, to see if it's in range, if it's normal? Do they send the patient for hearing, vision, and other environmental test conditions? No. They ask a question on a questionnaire. If you say yes, you got the symptom. End of story. No medical test required. And then the doctor will say, Oh, by the way, parent, there is no cure. Non-verbally, they're saying, so stop fucking asking me. Why do we need the professional when all they do is ask the same questions to everyone and take into no account? What if a person is super sensitive to light and noise and is provable? As a parent, when you want to help your child adjust, sunglasses, earplugs, noise cancelling headphones, earbuds for music, other distractions, a sweater, is this too much to suggest? Does it qualify as a symptom of something different between the autistic body and the normal body? And if it does, why aren't you searching it and collecting the data, medical data, not questionnaire data? Who determines sensitivity? I'm looking at a light right now and I'd rather not look at it. But I can handle it. For you fuckers. Maybe, but we'll never know. Not a single organization in the world is gathering and analyzing the data. I guess they accept the word of the DSM-5 as law. I am personally sensitive to light and sound, but it's my problem to manage accordingly. And if my wearing sunglasses during a movie or earplugs at a music performance bothers someone, too fucking bad. And then I ran on the bank, so I had to stop. Right, yesterday's, whatever this is, reread. Probably should have read this first, but I like doing it this way. Hi, I'm David. I'm a retired autistic senior. I'm also a FAP, a former autistic person. Dumb name, but funny. Go ahead and call me a FAPper. The story of how I quit autism should be enough to piss off most of the left and the right, and most autistics, their parents, nearly every doctor and psychologist, and anyone who believes the symptoms of autism are not reversible, and anyone with autism who uses the label for any reason, i.e., my autism forces me, blah blah blah. To be clear, and in case you have read nothing else on this site, I've been diagnosed with autism. And much other shit. It's all bullshit. It doesn't really matter. Because now I get to play the autism card. Those are the rules agreed upon by both sides. If you got it, you can talk about it. I planned on using this free pass on stage to make fun of my former autistic life. However, much of that former life pisses me off, and I'd rather forget anything before 2020, when I was forced to retire due to memory issues. The first joke I planned to tell on stage was, I was forced to retire due to memory issues. Don't worry, it's not the bad kind, where you forget your friends and family. It's the good kind, where you forget your friends and family. Is enough nonverbal for everyone? Everyone happy? Everyone peaceful? This joke is true, to a degree. This joke is true to... This joke is true to a degree. My midterm memory is the one that fails me. I'll remember nothing of what I write today, tomorrow, unless I read back the previous day or two. Not an issue when you're writing to yourself or a dozen Substack readers. But if you're writing thousands and thousands of lines of computer code every day like I used to, you need to remember them all every day until a project is completed. Once I was unable to remember, I had no choice but to retire from computer programming. So, in 2020, I was forced to decide take the CPP early pension plan or struggle in some menial job at minimum wage for the next 5 years. I picked CPP early with a plan to restart my writing career where I left it 35 years ago. 4 years of writing later, and not a single piece of interest from anyone, no comments, nothing. I get it, my style is not for everyone. However, I do know my stand-up comedy will be. Maybe. On a different note, I feel guilty for taking a break while writing, because I watch squirrels in the backyard, and they never take a break. Hi, I'm David. I'm a retired autistic senior. When I stopped working, my personality changed, and what would be considered autistic traits slowly went away. All of them. Now, 4 years later, I'm autistic free. When I stopped working, my personality changed, and what would be considered autistic traits slowly went away. All of them. Now, 4 years later, I'm autistic free. Except one trait, I don't lie. I can lie, but I don't too much. But I don't. Too much to keep track of. And I don't too much. I am, however, a creative person, and on occasion may exaggerate my viewpoint. As an example. Hi, I'm David. I'm a retired autistic senior. I retired 4 years ago and now live in a mansion full of international supermodels. Sounds great, right? I'm a lucky guy. In reality, I live in a large house that was once a mansion, maybe 100 years ago, but is now converted into dormitory-style rooms with shared kitchen and washrooms. And the supermodels are just international students. Great role models, but... And to be fair, the girls of the house are all attractive and could be models, but they are not. The guys, I'm not sure. I ignore them. I suppose if I explain the joke, it is no longer considered a lie or exaggeration. I am David. I'm a retired autistic senior. Retirement sucks if you are poor. It's boring. However, I realize it's also very freeing. Once you don't have a boss or a job, or are also alone in this world, living with no responsibility to anyone, it's damn near orgasmic, if that's a word. I didn't really give a fuck before retiring, and I don't give any fucks about anything, except writing comedy, to become famous, and marry the woman of my dreams. When I retired, my autism nearly disappeared instantly. I used to feel obligated to make eye contact with the boss, co-worker, customer. Now I have none of those in my life to bother with. Now that's great. I see a pretty woman, and I make all sorts of eye contact, hoping maybe to seduce her with my beautiful blue eyes. I wish it was that easy. I just realized I'm probably staring at them, not playfully flirting with their eyes, and they think I'm a psycho. That's okay. Everyone else does too. Hi, I'm David. I'm a retired autistic senior. I'm retired, but I'm poor. I live off government handouts, Canada pension plan, but I'm lucky. I found a room to rent in a house full of international students. I spend my days and nights writing in the backyard or in my room and can't help but notice some of the comings and goings of my housemates. The biggest difference is temperature. They like it hot. I'm the only person who turns on the AC. At the end of the summer, they go straight for the winter jackets. For fall, from shorts to parkas, especially this year, 30 degrees in September. I'm David. I'm a retired autistic senior. I spend too much time in my backyard. I enjoy it. I like to write outside, but it is noisy, and the animals distract me, especially the squirrels. I have one black one and one brown one. They're always playing with their nuts. I'm David. I'm a retired autistic senior. Somehow I got lucky and found a room and rented in Vancouver, and I have 3 female international students as roommates. They don't see them that often. I sleep until noon. They go to school all day. Then I write in coffee shops in the evening. They do whatever. I don't know, I'm not there. Then I come home late into the night while they sleep. However, I do see them accidentally. However, when I do see them, I accidentally scare them because I'm quiet when I walk into a room, or they are deep into the music they are listening to with earbuds, or maybe they haven't seen me for a week or two and forgot I lived there. I'm tempted to ring a bell or flash a light before entering a room. They don't seem to mind the scare and laugh afterwards, but we all clear? Is this nonverbal enough?